Hey Scorpio, how are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is your July 2020 reading. Look, holy schmoly, we have a lot to talk about, Scorpio, as usual. You are fabulous. Look at the oracle cards. I'm going to jump right in, okay? So, let's see. This one, that is the shifting universe. And certainly we know that's why we're all standing. So for you, guys are just saying, you're being affected by the energy like everybody else. For you, your universe really is shifting. And I think there are many of you out there that are going through a significant breakup. It's happening over a long period of time. It's dredging up a lot of stuff. It's really difficult. My guys just said it's a rebirth. It's like going through the birth canal of your own experience, in a sense. So be aware, my guys are saying, be aware that these things are happening not, okay, they're talking about like don't do blame and shame and take responsibility for yourself and your actions and your decisions. You have to always do that if you want success in your life, all right? You can't run away from it. However, it is also true that you are here in this moment when all hell is breaking loose. It's affecting you. And, you know, you've had a water sign's been in the North Node that just shifted and changed. And we had Capricorn in the South Node. Now we're having a Capricorn full moon in just a couple days on the 5th. It's an eclipse. That's what my guides are talking about. That's all the things that are affecting how it feels to be, you know, feeling very disjointed, some of you in some ways, and having a really difficult time. It looks like a Picasso painting, doesn't it? So you see all the sharp angles. There's light in there. There's blue. It's indicating your color. We see the spiral. And if you look deep into the spiral, there's an image of the sun. You know, it's going to be okay. But the shifting and changing, you know what I'm literally hearing the sound of like metal twisting. Some of you are going through a hard time. And I'm sorry, my sweethearts. Some of you are really going through a hard time and it's twisting you up. So we know that because, look, ooh, Scorps. So first of all, your nature, right? You're deep, you're dark, you're mysterious. You are in constant flow with the galactic center, with the source. That's why life is challenging for you, because it's so mystical. Sometimes you can't handle it. And you walk in a different world than other people do. As a deeply clairvoyant person, I walk with one foot in this world and one foot over there all the time. I know. I don't know what it's like to be a Scorpio, although I have Scorpio in my 8th house. So I kind of get you. I feel you. My guys are saying we feel you. All right, so let's see. We'll start with Crow. Crow is a mystical being. And what Crow does is pecks at its own shadow. Pecking. Pecking to see what's there. And eventually the shadow wakes up. And when the shadow wakes up, it eats Crow. And then Crow is dead Crow. Ooh, it's giving me a chill. So Scorpio, you're feeling it, you know, and this is my guys are talking about long-term experience. It's been going on for a while, I think, for a lot of you. So when we see this kind of black jaguar, we're talking about Amazon jungle. We're talking about a creature that lives in the dark, hunts, walks through the jungle in the dark, and is sort of in a leadership position in that realm, making sure that everything there is okay. And that's about the sacred laws of the universe. Essentially, it's literally about magic. It's about waking up the part of your nature that is mystical. So we have this part of you here on the earth, crows, you know? And those crows are one of the portals to the magic realm, the mystical realm. So you are doing your best to wake that part of yourself up while you're looking at your shadow. And, you know, we have an eclipse coming up, so you're going to be able to release a lot of stuff. It also makes it, my guys are saying, it makes it 10 times more intense. So we're sending you hugs, really big, big hugs, lots of love, try to be tender with yourself. Try to be impeccable. Follow right action. And let go when the time comes, when the eclipse comes. Have a ceremony for yourself. What are the things that are in the shadow part of your nature that you want to let go of? What might those be? Where is the place that your true power resides? In each of these indications, what does it really say about you? Look, some of you might be feeling some rage and anger. You might be feeling threatened. You might be, hardcore bound, like, don't come close to me. That's what's coming through. There's some of you that are having this experience because you're in your shadow self, or there's somebody that you just don't want close to you. You just don't want them close to you. So honor yourself. Be impeccable with your words and your deeds. Follow the sacred laws of the universe. Be honest. You don't have to be vicious about it, but you have the right to draw boundaries if that's what you need to do. And I think some of you do. So the upside, the happy news about this moment that you're in, Venus has gone direct. It's going to help a little bit because she's a water sign. My guides are saying she's a water creature. Love energy, right? So you may have been driven into the deep by this Venus retrograde in the ways that it will affect a Scorpio. This is the sacred grandmother. That's a Queen of Pentacles. That's the theme of the reading. She sits in the universe where you reside, where you actually are. I think you guys are a cross. I don't think you're really here on some level, right? We're humans. We're in the human shell. We have a human life. You have to do your life. I get it. It's challenging to try to do the factors of your human life when you're having this experience. So it's the experience of traveling out into the universe. All the things I already said, the way you're connected into the deep galactic center. It is from there that your destiny is being woven. That's what she's doing. She's the sacred grandmother. Queen of Pentacles, earthly wealth. The desire and ability to create a sacred family and provide for that sacred family and be the queen bee of the family. That's the theme of the reading. So it's fascinating, isn't it? And I want to show you something. The card that represents your energy. This is really interesting. Look. You see that? Look at that. That's the decider of will. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. That's what it's all about. You've got to go into your deep self. You're in the process of coming into, I guess, alignment with yourself. And there are decisions that you have to make. And you're in the process of making them. And it's going to come from deep inside of you, from your will center. The decider of will in this deck is the Magician. So we see all of these indications. Sometimes I wish I had more hands. Of magic. Like serious magic. Let's see if I can make these show. Okay? Serious magic going on in your life. And what you're doing is you are extending your intentions into the universe that is weaving your destiny. Wow. Scorpio. I have some good friends that are Scorpios, and they're just, amazing individuals. So you're working directly with the forces of the universe. Absolutely. Thank you, Spirit. Check it out. I'm just going to show you one more time, okay? Look. Working directly with the forces of the shifting universe. Your energy is being employed by the universe. All of us are experiencing this because our quantum energy is being called upon. Our heart chakras collectively are cracked open. My guys are talking about our brain waves, things like that. So science now has determined, they actually know, in the way scientific research goes forward, that the resonant vibration of our brain waves, the electric vibration, does go out and we feel each other. We're not totally aware of it yet. That's the basis sometimes of your intuitive leadings. Part of what happens to me is I'll be doing just some mundane something. Driving the car on the way to the grocery store or something. The post office. I have to drive to the post office to get my mail. And all of a sudden, somebody's name pops into my head. and a couple images come, and a little piece of conversation, and I think, oh, they must be thinking about me. I should call that person or I'm probably going to hear from them, and sure enough, that's exactly what happens. Or I hear news of them. You have the same capacity, very much. And because you are electrified in these moments in that way, the electromagnetic field around you, ooh, there's something going on. You're being utilized by the universe to help the shift and change come forward because your energy is important. So for you in your own life, the reason the destiny is coming forward and being woven together while you are wielding your magic in the way that came out in the oracle cards is because you intend to have a new life. Look at that. That's another queen. That's a Queen of Wands. You are very passionate about restoring yourself and having a new life. That's what the story in this card is about. And again, look, the crows. You see that? Flying right over your head. So you're giving birth to yourself with a lot of beautiful quantum feminine energy. You're literally coming through a portal, a rebirth portal, inside your own life, I think, Scorp. So if you haven't been following along, look back. My guys are saying 6 months. Just go back and look at the process that Scorp's been going through, okay? So another indication, look at that. There's a full moon. That is literally about traveling into the underworld on the full moon in order to touch death. Scorpio. Oh my God. All right, so basically what's happening is you're going to go through the portal. Get yourself ready. I think you already feel it. I think you know as this moon comes forward. And we've got another week. It's a week from today. So you got a whole week to prepare. You're going to feel this energy coming over you. All of us, I had a little download last night while I was trying to sleep. And as the full moon gets closer, I'm having trouble sleeping. So something came last night in the middle of the night, and it was about the way we're all being compressed. This eclipse, it's compressing us in order to release. So I know with certainty when I see this, there's something that's extremely challenging. You are feeling threatened. You're feeling some fear about something, about a tragedy happening in your life. And I think for some of you, the tragedy is, I think it's a relationship that you are leaving, and you are going through the intensity of that, a significant relationship. This young man has a vision. On the full moon, he steps into the town square to put a rope around a corpse to touch death the way a Scorpio would. This card actually, interestingly enough, is the Seven of Pentacles. So he's trying to figure out how to make his life increase, how to make his love grow, how to make his garden grow. And it's a very mystical card in this deck. It's such an interesting transition, my guides are saying. Deeper into the deeper meaning of what it means to sort of stand there and peer at the garden that you've created, the Amazon jungle of your life, and ponder, well, what could make it grow? And where am I? A 7 is a sacred number. Your progression has come a long way, and yet there's more growth to be done. So how do I do it? And in this card, it's about needing help. So he goes to the underworld and asks for help. And he does meet somebody there who says, I will help you, but you have the power to prevent this tragedy. You have to go back to the top side. You have to call out a warning about this tragedy as a fort burned to the ground, a place where he lived, and you can prevent it. And that is what ensued. He then went back to the mystical realm, and he lived there forever. So I think you're getting ready to sort of really integrate yourself with what it is to be a Scorpio. And integrate the cognitive dissonance you've had, some of you, for most of your life. And most of the Scorpios I know have that experience. And that some of them struggle with a lot of fear. Fear of the unknown. Some Scorpios have trouble going to sleep. It's an intense experience. And like I said before, I feel you. But look, here's the good news. When you go across the veil on the full moon, it's a 0 point. You are going to start again. this new life is going to come forward. You're going to let go of the past. Clip, right? Scorpio. Capricorn just came out of the South Node. All the releasing of all the things that Capricorn would indicate in your life. In fact, go find out where the Capricorn full moon is in your chart. Okay? Or Capricorn at least. Find out where Capricorn is in your chart, if at all. So we see this person having a Kundalini awakening, traveling through the portal, having a death and rebirth process, traveling deep out, all alone, sacred journey, destiny turning into the sacred bowl of healing and wisdom. See that? Destiny, that's the theme of the reading. This is right underneath on the table. So, traveling out into the sacred bowl. And I kid you not, look what came out next. There it is. Okay? See? Wow, Scorps. Wow and wow. So, Major Arcana, that's the Judgment card. In this deck, it's about going into the sacred bowl, the underworld, the land of the fairies, in order to finish your death and rebirth. Okay, my guys are saying a lot of words. Experience. And the way you're doing it is by doing literal soul travel while you're here on the earth. Ponder that. That's deep, no pun intended. So this is about collecting your healing. That's the sacred bowl. The Gundestrup cauldron actually is a real thing that exists. It was discovered in a bog. It's in a museum now in Denmark. So that's the triple sacred brotherhood. The guardians of Brigid. Sacred feminine energy. The hooded figures. The triple goddess. Those are elderflowers. So this is the second time since these readings have been coming out. My guides are saying, go and get some high quality elderberry syrup and add it to your water every day. Drink it, okay? For healing. Or get some elderberry tea. Drink it. My guides are saying, just do it. It sounds crazy maybe, but just do it, okay? So when you have this beautiful moment of judgment, highly ordered judgment, when you get to understand the cycle of your existence, that's why you go into the bowl. Within the mythology of the deck, what happens when you go into the bowl is you become renewed and your soul is released from the triple spiral of the circuit of its existence. And you merge and radiate into the dark matter of the universe. You know, our meditation group that meets on Sunday, that's what we did last week. Literally, it was fabulous. So if you're out there and you want to join us, let me know. Send me an email. This week has been rescheduled for Tuesday because of conflicts members of the group had, but you're invited to join us. It happens again on Sunday on the 5th with the day of the eclipse. So just go to my website. All the links are below, and I think I forgot to say, but the COVID-19 special price tarot readings are still in force. It's only $40. Come get a cheap reading, okay? So you're traveling deep into the shadow side, deep into the universe, merging and radiating into the dark matter of the universe. And I don't have it in my hands, but we've got Crow and we've got the shifting universe. You are literally, this is what it is, thank you, Spirit. Because you're getting this healing and your soul is being made free. Let's see. The reason it's being made free is because the universe is shifting. You see what I mean about having one foot across all the time? I'm kind of not exactly here sometimes when I'm doing the readings. So, see that? The soul is being made free. And the circuit of its existence is cleansed and washed away, melding back into the deep universe in order to assist the universe achieving the shift. Ooh, Scorpio. It's deep. It's that deep. My guides are saying it's really that deep. So that's why you're feeling the way you're feeling. That's why the advice is follow the sacred laws, be impeccable, be a leader. You're an apex predator, right? With your energy, you're deep. Just understand yourself. Understand what is actually happening. So here you are on your human life. Your first desire is that you want a new life. You want cleansing. This is about being restored. And this woman was accused of harming the baby. Somebody stole the baby. And they hid it from her. And then she was accused of killing the baby. And that actually happened in real life. Some poor woman in Australia. And it wasn't until many years later that she was proven innocent. And by then, her life had completely fallen apart. So you may be feeling this, especially if you left a significant relationship, or your station in life, or something. You're going to be restored. The healing is going to come. Your reputation is going to be restored, and you're going to get the new life you want because you're being cleansed, your slate is being wiped, and your soul is being made free. It's incredibly beautiful. So here's what you're coming free from. And this is why I was talking about tragedy. Look, honey, that's the first card on your soul level. Look at that. There has been a tragedy of some kind. So this is a story about star-crossed lovers, and they just, their relationship was not approved of. And so they ran away together. This young woman's father was a king or something, and they sent out a message and said, look, we just want you to come home. We'll give you amnesty. And then what happened was they ambushed them and killed the lover, and then she threw herself off a cliff. So, there might be some energetic experience that you had on a soul level. And you're here, my guides are saying yes, you're here to wipe the slate clean of that. It might be that you carried some of the energetics of that into this lifetime. And it's not karmic. My guides are saying it's not about karma. No, don't do that to yourself. But, we travel through the universe in and out, in and out, in and out of the portal. And we have the experiences that we have in order to learn what we need to learn to complete and solidify the vibration of our energy, that kind of thing. And so that we can be here to assist the changes that are meant to happen on Earth. So it's a dual process. So that's, my guys they're saying yes. So, okay, for some of you, that's true. So you're wiping this away. It's done. For some of you, you did have a star-crossed lovers, or you left a relationship, or your lover left you, or somebody passed from COVID-19, or my guys are saying, or your husband had a heart attack and died at work, or some horrible thing happened. Some horrible thing happened that violated your trust and caused a very deep wounding on a soul chakra level. So you came here. All right, Spirit, I get it. Thank you. You came here to have, to wield your magic, to reorder your destiny, the strings of your destiny. And while you're here, you're going to travel back into the deep, back into the soul journey, to reclaim yourself. That's what you're doing here, Scorp. Some of you, this is a general reading, but those are the indications that are coming off these cards for me. So you now, thank you, Spirit. You now on a soul level. The very next card is the Ten of Wands. You're done, honey. You're done. You have wiped it clean. On a soul level, think about it, Scorpio. For you, it's really important. On a soul level, you're going to drop the burdens. The cycle is over. You're going to regestate. Everything I was just saying, back into the sacred energy of the universe. See the Piscean energy? Right? You're the deepest form of Piscean energy, down to the bottom of the ocean. The mystery realm that is the literal reflection of the galactic center here in this place. That's what the ocean is. And, that part of the ocean. So do you see the crow? And we have eagle and owl, which, depending on how you look at it, owl is the night eagle. Wow, there's just so much messaging in here. I could talk for 3 hours. I'm going to try to wrap it up. The stag is having protection and keeping space around you, but it's also about an elk that has a stamina for the long journey. So you know what's happening, I think? Beautiful Scorpio, you're in your Lilith energy, which is an enormous amount of elemental power. You are feeling the beauty and the mystery and the compression and the intensity of the dark goddess. And nobody can do it but you, Scorpio. Look what's next. Oh, I love you guys. Oh my God, you're just so amazing to me. Okay, so you see that combat of skill? 5 of Wands. This is a fulcrum of change. In any deck, when the 5s come out, it's always about change. So you're going to come through this full moon. Because look, I'm just going to show you. Here's the outcome card. Look. Like, should be like this. All right? So you're going to come through this full moon. And when the next new moon comes on, you're going to be released. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to reveal yourself. You will be revealed. And this battle will have been transformed and changed forever. So this full moon is critically important for all of us. This is the way in which it's important for you. So if you are struggling with a relationship and you're working to master your own power, so to speak, yourself, your ability to speak up, to protect yourself, while you're working with the shifting universe and waking yourself up and working with the sacred laws of the universe, this is so spectacularly dark that I absolutely love it. I hope it doesn't frighten you. Don't go there. Think in the positive. There's a lot of magic on the table, and the magic is you. That's your energy. You are the magician that wields all this magic. And you're looking straight in to, where is she? Hang on. Your destiny. And the universe is weaving it for you and with you, and you are helping the universe change the planet Earth. It's a deep, mysterious business, my guides are saying. And we need you. Okay? So that's why my guides are talking about feeling the compression and feeling the pressure. You know, what's the pressure deep down in the deepest place in the ocean? It's intense. You're feeling it. At the end of this cycle, when you let the wands drop and you let go of the burdens, whatever may have been carried forward energetically in your string of energy, in your DNA, whatever, in your, my guides are saying, in your energetic consciousness, or if you've had a significant tragedy, it's going to be healed. You're going to move beyond it. It's going to be okay. And you had to go into the deep to process it. And while you're in there, you're working your magic to get this new life to come through and to pull your own healing out of the mystery realm. It's astounding, really. The power and the will that you have to perform your own healing using your own deep, dark goddess magic. Almost nobody on the planet has that but you, Scorpio. So you see how she's controlling water, the love energy? Someone's going to come and ask her for access to this. And she's in a disguise, right? She's supposed to be the sacred hag. She's actually an incredibly beautiful enchantress. She will not ever reveal herself unless somebody is worthy of seeing her. So that's how you're sitting in your life when you go through this cycle. Probably all of July. Maybe a little bit more because the eclipse is going to affect us all for 6 months in some way. So you're not going to be stuck in this process, but you're going to squeeze, my guys are saying you're going to squeeze every drop of the visceral universe out of this experience because you're that powerful. And while you're going through this, you're just going to have your shields are up. Shields are up, my guides are saying. Shields up, Scotty, or whatever that was from Star Trek, remember? Yeah, and go straight for it, okay? there's going to come a moment when the right energy is going to approach you. It might be a suitor, but you're having a lot of fighting, passionate fighting, 5 of Wands, right? And you are having, okay, my guys are showing me the image of, when you fight with wands, you put the wand up to block the blow that's coming at you. Something like that is going on. Clearly, there's something horribly difficult on a soul level. But you're mastering it because you're using your power. That's what she's doing. She's just sitting in her place. You want something from me? Do you? Did you ask me a question? Why don't you say it again? Like that, right? That's very intimidating when you sit in your power like that. She's not giving anything of herself. She's not giving anybody her water energy, her love energy, her feminine portal, if you will, unless they demonstrate to her that they have what it takes to be worthy of what she has to give, Scorpio, and good for you. Love that for you. Okay? So that's what's going on as you run up to the full moon, as if it was another day in the park. Scorpio, God. Put some messages. All right, tell me what's going on. And if you're really troubled, if you're having a hard time with this, go get a cheap reading. The link's below. Okay? Take advantage of it. It's not ever going to be cheaper than it is right now. So that is the Imaginer of Harmony, the Moon card. Remember what I was talking about, diving deep into the ocean? There you go. My guides are saying, there you go. You're going in deep when the moon comes. You're diving right deep. You don't even need to get in the boat. You can get in the boat, put your hands on the oars, and it take you anywhere that you want to go. Someplace that you can imagine that is all about harmony. Just beautiful harmony in the light of the full moon. So give yourself some moments when the full moon comes on to actually have that. Do a ceremony. Be at peace with yourself. Understand the beauty of your nature as the dark goddess. And I think in your life, Scorpio, my guys are talking about, you don't often get a chance to really experience this supported by the universe. To go deep into your own nature as the Lilith element, the dark goddess. If you don't know what Lilith is, go look it up. Right? It's basically harkens back to the mysterious power of female sexuality, and it's twisted up because it was coming out of Christian, the Bible, and whatever. But it's basically all the things I've been talking about. And I think you're having it. And so because of the shifting universe, you get to have this moment where you get to be deeply in yourself. Maybe for the first time in your life ever. And release and get your healing. Whatever has happened, whatever loss or trauma you suffered, that you've been carrying on a soul level, it's going to be done. So let's get something from the bag of runes. Oof, I can't stop talking. I'm sorry. This is just so astounding. And do you see how I'm totally mesmerized? I'm totally mesmerized by you. That's what happens. People just are like, oh. And you just look right back. It's awesome, especially if it's a suitor. I love the way she looks right through people. So, the cost for some of the water is love. You have to show to me that you are willing to provide me with love energy and your respect and your constancy. And she does not play. Nobody's getting that water unless they pass the test that she provides, which is you have to kiss me. All my warts, you got to kiss them one by one. Then I'll know if you love me. Ooh, okay, that's fabulous. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's take a look at the book. Whoop, sorry, hang on. Let's take a look at the book when it comes to that. And it actually talks about exactly what I've been talking about. Which page? I can't see without my glasses. It's about separating pathways. And it's saying, whatever this journey is, you have to go alone. There's nobody coming with you because you're meant to go into your element, deep into the universe. That is where you are wanted at this moment while you are standing here on the earth. Ooh, Scorpio, this is... My guides keep saying, I hope we're not scaring you. All right, so this is about separation and retreat. See? What are we talking about? It's also about the mechanism of getting your sacred inheritance. I love this. Thank you, Spirit. So, this is Othela. This is a time of separating pathways. Old skins must be shed, and outmoded relationships discarded. When you receive this rune, a peeling away is called for. Part of the cycle of sacred initiation. Thank you, Spirit. Othela is a rune of radical severance. Like going into the underworld. Like going out into the mystical universe. When any of us does that, we go alone. No one comes with us. It's an act of intense trust and, my guys just said, unmitigated bravery. That's what it means to be initiated. You go alone into your test, and all your deepest fears come right up to the surface, and you have to face them. See? Some of you might have this experience on the full moon, so buckle up, okay? And you know what? Get some support from your friend girls and your friend boys, your lover, your partner, whoever, your parents, your grandma, because your grandma's on the table. Okay? Sacred grandmother. Even if she's on the other side. Okay. So the appropriate action in this situation is submission and quite possibly retreat. Knowing how and when to retreat and possessing the firmness of will to carry it out. Real property is often associated with this rune because it is the rune of acquisition and benefits. Thank you, Spirit. However, the benefits that you receive, the sacred inheritance, may be derived from something you must give up. This can be particularly demanding. My guys just literally pulled on my tongue. They're funny sometimes. All right, this can be particularly demanding when you are called upon to abandon some aspect of your behavior, a part of your cultural inheritance, perhaps. For then, you must look closely at what until now you have proudly claimed as your birthright. Whether it is your attachment to your position in society, to the work you do, or even to your beliefs about your own nature. The separation called for will free you to become more truly who you are. My God. My guys are saying, you win, Scorpio. You had the most intense reading so far for July. What is that? My guys are teasing me. Something's tripping up my tongue. I think they're teasing me. So, in the month of July, I think you are having hands down the most intense journey. I've got 2 more readings to get out, so I can't totally confirm that. But this is everything that I said. All right. You're going to get your justice. You're going to get your sacred inheritance. You're going to throw off all that stuff that's been troubling you. And you are made free. When this eclipse happens, you're going to drop this burden, whatever it is, that you've been carrying. You're literally done with it. And what's going to happen when the new moon comes? You're going to rise up. Ooh, Scorpio. So just be prepared for how deep you're going. Do that thing that people do on the full moon and the new moon. Write your list. What do you want? What are you releasing? Okay? And make sure your list is about all the things that would bring harmony into your life. Imagine deep. And do your best to enjoy this incredible ride into the sacred, deep into the mystic. Whew, Scorpio. It's going to take me a little bit to shake this off. But have a wonderful weekend. In the States, it's Sunday afternoon here for me in the Northeast. I'll be thinking about you. And we have one of the members in our meditation group is a Scorpio. And, well, actually, there are several people who have significant Scorpio in their chart. So what this is telling me that I know we're going deep on Tuesday. You're going to have to send me an email if you want to join us because it's not posted on my website. Okay? So the link is below. You can find some information there, but you'll have to email me. Okay? Gang, thank you. Scorpio, thank you for all that you are and for all that you do and for all that you put up with, my guides are saying. So, gang, I'll see you soon. I'll be looking forward to seeing the continuation of this story in August. All right. Rock the month, Scorpio. You can do it.